So moved to Bali 4 weeks ago because I was living a life in Australia that I wasn't happy with. So I thought going to Bali would make me more aligned with my goals and I would feel better. And it's the right place to be because the thing that I'm doing, I'll be surrounded by people who are doing similar, and it's very inspiring. And I thought life would be absolutely great. And it has been really, really good. But there's just one thing which I'm just trying to get my head around, is that being here and seeing all these successful people has made me feel that I'm a lot more inferior. Like I'm so far away from where I want to be. And it's a really weird feeling. Like I'm really happy. It's like that the happiest I've ever been in my life. And I mean that, like I'm free. I get to do what I want to do every single day. And this is something I've dreamt about for like the last 3 years, since I've started doing online stuff, building businesses. This is what I've dreamt of, like waking up in the morning, working on my passion. Especially now I'm doing something which is not just making money, it's literally showing people how they can go from being in a cage trap life, like I was, who used to go out and drink, take drugs, and just be a degenerate, how they can change that and live a purposeful life and actually be able to do the things they want to do. And yeah, I shouldn't really be putting this on my story because, I don't think a lot of guys are going to say this, but didn't go on any dates last year. I was basically just working really hard for this goal that I thought I wanted, to stay in Australia. I got that goal and I realised I didn't want it. Didn't date anyone. Been on 3 dates in the last 3 weeks and really 3 really attractive girls. And pretty much every single day I've been on, I've felt worse leaving that date than when I actually did, when I wasn't actually dating. And the reason I say this because today I went up to some girl, got a number, absolutely beautiful, asked her out on a date, she said yeah. We went out tonight, had a really good date, and I found out then that she's famous and she's got millions of followers and she's got a really successful career. And she was so nice. She was such a nice girl. Like she didn't know who I was and I didn't know who she was. But then it just made me feel like, I'm so far away. Like I'm not good enough. Like I'm not good enough for her because she's got the success. She's got all these followers and I don't. And then I've just been sitting here thinking about it. Like that should be a good thing, that someone seen value in me and they wanted to go on a date with me and that we had a really good date. And they're just a normal person. Like I didn't know at the time they were this successful when I was with them. And this isn't me bragging, this is me telling the truth. But I've been thinking about it, and literally, does that ever end? Like the game that I'm trying to play, it's like, does that ever end? So like, if I was to get 1 million followers and earn £1 million a month, then I would be exposed to a new network of people, and then I could potentially meet new friends or another woman who's even more successful than me. It's like, when does it ever end? And this is quite insightful, me saying this now. It's like I'm playing a game, and does this mean that we're never going to feel good enough? Just a really weird thing. And me just saying it on camera now makes me just think about it even more. Like when is it ever going to be enough to feel enough? Like you're successful enough, you've got enough money. Like, yeah, just crazy. And I think this all comes down to limiting self-beliefs. And I do want to do a video about limiting self-beliefs, but obviously the niche that I'm in is to educate people to stop drinking and improve their lives. maybe I will do a YouTube video on limiting self-beliefs, but since I've stopped drinking, like I've had to sort a lot of shit out of my life. Not bad shit, but just like when we drink, we're so unconscious. We just like the whole year can blend into one. We just like stuck in work, going out with friends, drinking, repeating the cycle over and over. And before you know it, a decade's gone, and then you wake up. Well, some people never wake up, so I'm grateful that I did wake up. But some people never wake up. And for those who do, they look back and they think, like, where's all this time gone? And I'm nowhere near where I want to be. So, yeah, I just want to leave that thought with you. And I probably shouldn't post this because it's too like, what's the word? It's too like confidential, too private. But yeah, when is enough, and when you're going to be good enough? Like, and especially for me, when will I ever feel good enough? If I achieve the goals I want to achieve, and I get there, there's a good chance I still might not feel I'm good enough. So when does it ever end?